Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel. And as you know, the Heihachi gameplay trailer was released yesterday, and along with it came a Tekken Talk. And usually it's a hour to 2 hour long session where they reveal to us new information on updates that will come in the next patch. And I gotta say, in this one, they had a lot of good stuff. So I just want to quickly go over it to people who don't want to sit through the whole thing. And I got y'all, just give you a little summary of everything. And there's been some good things. So let's get into it. So first off, on October 1st, even though right here it's showing October 3rd, which is the official release, they said September 30th. So I'm assuming it's either going to be my time, West Coast, or Japan time, September 30th. Slash October 1st is when Heihachi will come out along with a stage, which is included with him as a DLC, which you have to pay for. But in this update, they mentioned the story expansion, right? And it's actually going to be free, and you can use the DLC characters as well. So let me get straight to it so you can see. So right here they show the new menu with Heihachi on it, and they show you it's called Unforgotten Echoes. And in this section you're able to use Eddie, Lydia, and Heihachi, of course, at some point in this story. And they said that the stage that comes with Heihachi that you have to pay for is also included within this story. And I gotta say, this is a good first step, because in my opinion, it sucks that they don't allow people to use the DLC characters at all. Like, even when you go to the replays, I heard that it doesn't allow you to use the character, which is really weird because it's a replay. So at least we have this as a first step. I'm hoping they take it up another notch and allow replays for people to use the DLC characters, because come on, you know, this should be there, or at least give a token to where you're able to use a DLC character for an hour or so, get to lab them with frame data, you know. But yeah, so this is a good first step. As you see, it has like the previous storylines. It's going to give you little updates on what you probably don't know if you haven't played other Tekken stories. But yes, for the most part, we got a new section. It's going to include the DLC characters, and we'll get some more information on all of it. And if you've seen the trailer, they showed a lot. They showed Lydia with her parents, which we've never heard about in the previous game, so that's nice. Also see how Eddie's connected into this whole fight or situation that's going on within the story. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I would definitely go and record that. So I'm looking forward. It seems it's going to be fun. I hope it has humor, good amount of action, just good dialogue between all the characters, because these characters don't really, you know, have anything in between with each other, but we know they're connected in the story and the lore. So I'm actually looking forward to this. This is going to be really fun and interesting to see. And as you see, it's showing a little summary of what happened in Tekken 7 if you don't know the whole storyline of what occurred between the G Corp, you know, the company, and Kazuya, Heihachi, and so on. So I think it's going to be fun and interesting. But yes, that's part of the update that's coming on October 1st, so look forward to that. It's very small. Personally, I don't care too much about it, but just to let you guys know, that Nike collab that we seen during the Evo is now coming, and it's going to be on the battle pass for free. I believe they said the tier 2 is going to be the first version of the phone posits, and then some point far ahead in the battle pass you'll unlock the other pair, because there's a Kazuya version and there's a Jin version. So as you see on the screen, this is the collab they came with. This is Kazuya's and this is Jin's version of the shoe, which are foam posits. So personally, I don't care too much about it, but it would be a cool little, you know, accessory you can use on your character. You know, we love the drip, so we're going to get it. And as you see right here, it's showing the foam posit 1, Jin Kazama, and the Kazuya version. And I believe they show the battle pass. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. Here we go. So it's showing the new battle pass. It looks like we have a couple of new little things that are not too shabby. I still think they need to take it up a notch as far as the clothes, because I really don't like how in the shop they have separate items for things, but you know, that's another conversation. But here is the new battle pass, which will include the foam posits, new panels, and other accessories. And the next big thing I want to talk about is actually online practice mode. I can't believe it, but it finally is coming out, and They said it's only available in the Tekken Lounge, so I don't know if that's kind of a way to force people to go to the Tekken Lounge. I'm not sure on that, or if they just kind of want to find a unique way for us to go there, because personally I never go to the Tekken Lounge, so this would give me a reason to go there, walk around and see what, you know, see what's there. So but that's the information they told us, that that only in the Tekken Lounge you'll be able to access online practice mode. This is huge. We've had this before in Tekken Tag 2, and then it didn't come in Tekken 7, so this is a nice, you know, reoccurrence back to Tekken, so be able to go online and practice with friends and the frame data and so on. So I'm looking forward to it. This is one of the top of the list of things that is coming in this update that I'm personally excited for. So, and they also mentioned some other practice settings for the offline when you're by yourself solo. They mentioned a couple things where you can choose where you want to, what side you want to be on. So when you hit the touchpad, right, or whatever controller you're using to reset the neutral, you can flip the sides by pointing an arrow in a direction, and then you can flip it again. Okay, so if you want to be with your back at the wall, you can have that, but if you want to flip it, you can automatically flip it, and certain scenarios like that. They also mentioned more numbers for chip damage, and honestly I've never dove deep into trying to see how much chip exactly certain moves do. Usually I've just been like, oh, it takes chip damage, I gotta watch out for that, you know. So that's kind of cool that they took the extra step to provide the actual, you know, numbers, so you can see how much certain moves are taking your health away. And they used Alyssa as an example, which is perfect because her chainsaws are very, how you say, annoying. And it seems like it varies, right? Because it's a chainsaw, you know, I don't know how many hits per second that she's, you know, hitting me, chipping me away on blocks. So now I can go in and check exactly how much points it's taking away from my health. So as far as that goes, that's pretty nice. They also mentioned special style, adding new aerial combos. I've never used special style, so for the people out there who use it and like it, here you go. They added extra combos for that style, so that's cool. And it seems that they're really taking a notch up. I'm happy with these new improvements they're adding to the game, especially the online practice mode and also the offline stuff as well with the chip damage and all that. I'm hoping it's included as well with online practice mode. Probably not, but you know, gotta hope for it. Something we've all been waiting for. We can now change the menu character screen to any character you want, and you can also change the costume as well. I was not expecting that. I'm so glad that they took the extra steps, because I hate when game developers hear information and then they make it and forget something else that you could have easily thought about with just a little bit of thought, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying I would have not been okay with just, you know, one costume change for all characters. That would have been nice, but knowing that they took the extra step to already do what we're going to ask later is nice. But as you see, Rain is on the screen. They mentioned a whole bunch of different lighting effects and how the eyes try to stay, you know, at a diagonal angle so it doesn't really focus on you too much. But right there, you can see it will just stare right at you. So I think it's really cool. I'm definitely going to switch between a whole bunch of characters, and let me skip ahead so you can see. So right here, main menu character display settings. So once you go to it, it will show you the whole selection of characters, and then you'll be able to choose between a costume that you would like, as you see on the screen. So this is really cool. This is a welcome change. A lot of people have been asking for it, and a lot of people on PC have been just doing mods instead to access this type of customization. So this is welcome. Just know, just know, just know. Also, I forgot to mention, as per usual, with every update, it seems we get a new round of customization. So this one is called the Grim Reaper pack and the Seductive pack, which will be added in the lineup. It looks all right. I would say I like this right here. This costume for the Reaper looks pretty cool. The, you know, ripped up cloak and the skull mask with the red eyes. I like that. This over here with Haron, I'm assuming that's what's under the robes. I don't really like that But of course it's to match up with Halloween, so I'm assuming it's 3 different parts hopefully, and you can kind of pick and choose between what you want. And it seemed to have the women's a little more different, and it's a little more seductive, and I'm guessing that's the version that they're going with, which is cool. This is not bad. I kind of like that it's getting a little more wonky, and at least this time it matches up with the season. So I'm kind of curious, because I was thinking, where's the Christmas stuff? Because in Tekken 7 you had Christmas hats, little cones, little trees. So I'm assuming this is what's going to happen towards November, closer to December. They're going to update the fight pass and then include, you know, Santa hat, you know, a snowball maybe or something like that. And then the costumes will have, you know, Santa hat and some type of attire. So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's the way you spice up this fight pass, is to include stuff like that. Make it fun, make it look good, you know, especially when it's separate. The fact that you need to buy, you know, the women's and the men separately, at least go out of your way to make it look really nice and unique and make it feel like, okay, you know, this is worth my coins. So I do like that if you complete the pass, you get all your coins back. Definitely a smart business move, but at least, you know, you're getting, you can just loop it, right? Essentially, if you don't really need to buy everything, you can complete the pass, get your coins right back, and then do it again and do it again. So I'm cool with that. This is not too bad. And the final thing we need to talk about is actually ranked. So this is something I'm happy they're fixing, because online sometimes it's buggy as far as matchups. Sometimes they're giving me people 4 or 5 ranks below me, and I'm putting +2, plus or minus 2, you know what I mean? So sometimes for it gets glitched, and I'll get the same opponent over and over, or I'll get opponents that are far away. It could be based on the Tekken prowess. I heard that they do more matchmaking based on your prowess, which is a good and bad thing, because usually the higher your prowess, the better the player, but it doesn't always stand, because you could have, you know, for example, 10 mighty rulers, and you could have more prowess than someone who has, you know, 1 Tekken King or 1 Bushin. You know what I'm saying? So this is cool that they're actually trying to adjust it and make it more reliable and I guess correct, right, when it comes to your search. They also, this is a big one, so rank points. So they're increasing the points awarded for winning against opponent with a higher rank and decreasing the points awarded for losing. So it was always weird to me where you would fight someone who was a higher rank and you would really get nothing. It's like, what's the point? Isn't that the point of ranked, is to show that you deserve your rank, right? If you play someone the same rank, you guys are kind of dueling back and forth, getting big chunks, you know, to succeed forward. And then obviously the lower the ranks, you're getting a lot less and a lot less. But if they beat you, it should be a reward, right? Because they're low ranked, they should get that opportunity to get those extra points, because it's kind of not fair, right? Imagine you're losing all the time, right? And then you go against people with higher ranks and you finally win somehow and you're still getting nothing. Now you're kind of just stuck in this loop. So this is nice, they're correcting the point difference between those two. I think it's going to be really good. And they also mentioned about plugging. I don't see it on this page. Let's see, is it on the next slide? Excuse me. Oh, I don't see it right here, but this is a little different. Well, anyway, it's not on here, but pretty much they were trying to say that in the next update coming on October 1st, that they will fix the disconnecting ratios, pretty much allowing it to where if someone disconnects, it will be more accurate and that it would give you your points. Michael Murray was saying that sometimes it does happen, but you don't see it unless you check. So, but obviously some people care a lot more than others, so they're just trying to balance it out so everyone can be happy with that. So, and I think that's how it should be. If someone plugs out in the middle of a match or whatever it may be, because you know sometimes you just disconnect, but whoever disconnected should either lose points and the other one gets points, or they lose nothing and the other player still gets points because they didn't leave, they didn't disconnect. You know what I mean? So it's definitely getting better and better. They've added, you know, options to quit out the match if the connection is laggy. But yes, that is coming in the update. So even though it's not on this slide, they did mention that. So be looking for that. And lastly, I didn't even think of this as a accessibility change, but it turns out now after a match you can go directly to your replays. That's really nice. That's definitely a quality of life change. I didn't even think about that. So as you see, it says rematch, return to standby, go to replay. That's actually kind of funny. So imagine you lose, like for me example, I hate playing against Alyssa or Nina. If I lost the first game, nah, I'm going to the replay. You know what I mean? At least now, I think this might even help people quitting. I feel like maybe, if they had, that feeling to, I'm just going to close out now, go to the replay. Yeah, they left, but went to the replays. And honestly, this might force me to go to replays because I always go like after a loss to a certain character and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the replays, and then I never go. So because I just hard-headed and want to keep playing, just force myself up, and just because I want to play, I love playing. So this is a nice change. It's a nice little change that now you can, right after a match or a set even, you can just go to your replay and go straight to it and start practicing, or right on the spot, because you might forget. Sometimes you might do exactly what I do and say, I'll go to the replays later on because it's technically out of the way, just out of laziness. But this is a good change. This is a good change. And that's pretty much it. They mentioned some other products that they're selling, and I believe some sunglasses. I think it's called Monster. I'll show it on the screen, and yeah, it will be coming to Tekken as well for free. I'm hoping they get a little more creative with these collaborations, because we have Nike, Chipotle, and they're in ways that are more like, oh, give me money versus like livening up the game, So like the phone pauses, I guess you get to wear, that's cool, and it's for free, a little something like that. But like getting a Chipotle shirt is really lame to me. Like I'd rather them collab with an actual gaming company or fighting company, you know what I mean, just to spice it up like other games do and have. So that's my final thoughts on that. But overall, this is a huge update. Online practice mode, fixing rank issues, having replays, new costumes, story expansion, new stages, Heihachi mission was coming back. This is huge. There's a lot of things, and I'm assuming also nerfs and buffs, balancing, I'm hoping, like everyone, Drag, Yoshi, even King if you want to. I'm not really tripping, just balance out the game. There's a lot of heat and damage going on all around the board. So Heihachi, I expect him to get some big nerfs too, but we're going to talk about that another time. And that's it. I hope this information was helpful, and I hope I got it down quick enough for you guys to consume, because it's a long live, and I know people just want to quickly get the information. I like to be detailed and letting you guys know, either my thoughts of what they can do or should do, and also what they might have talked about. So it's enough yapping. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next video, and expect some Heihachi gameplay very soon.